Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below.
Good evening and welcome to AOR's Season 8 for the GT3 League Tier 1. I am joined, as always, by the one, the only Saffzo. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, are you?
I'm very excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Guess what? We got no Kevin Siklari. Malinowski's got an open door to hopefully wrap something up if the next races go correctly for him. I hope, for one, that they do. However, let's get on in it and see what we can see this time round. I will get rid of that background for you and we can go live on to the first race of the season. We are in the stunning Kyalami. Absolutely crazy track. South African boy. Let's see if we can see what these guys are capable of. We do have a few new drivers, so whilst we're kind of getting used to all of this and getting back to how we operate, I will just go through some of those new entries and some of the people that we haven't quite met before. First of all, a big welcome to everyone else who's joined us this afternoon. It's almost amazing to see everyone back and joining us in the same capacity they did last year. We had an insane amount of people. Same amount of people join us in the chat and in the VODs afterwards, so welcome everyone. It's me and Saf. We're back again for another 8 races or so of absolute crazy, top tier, top shelf, masterful racing. We should absolutely go through the whole crew, and we'll start from top to bottom. It is qualifying, so it'll be as quick as we can, because we don't want to miss any of these fantastic times coming in. Dennis Latz will be joining us. He was here last time. George Boothby, we haven't met him before. Julian Vanbrugh is with us. Connor Wright, Alex Torregrosa, and Marek Schintz, we haven't seen him before. Samir Foch is back with us. We've got Niels, but I don't know what Niels' capacity he is in. Let's double check what Niels would be in. I think he's a Porsche Niels today. I think that's the right Niels. We'll double check. Anyway, Tinko van der Velde. We've never seen him, but he's got a wonderful name. And then we got Matteo Bellotto. Not met him before, but welcome. And the one, the only, the masterful, the absolute wizard, Black Gold Saw, is joining us for another season. He's in a McLaren. Are you seeing this? McLaren? There's a McLaren, and it's got Black Gold Saw in it. I'm surprised, I'm shocked, somewhat appalled, but very happy to see Black Gold Saw in a McLaren. That is pretty good to see. We got a new guy here, Cody Pride. More people testing our way of saying names. But anyway, Cody, welcome to Tier 1. You're more than welcome. Trevor Wenham, we've not met him before. He'll be driving around in a McLaren. Adam DeBille, he was a championship contender last time, back with the Forza Italian PL esports team. Polish boy, he's back. Ryan McIntosh, once again in a Porsche, which is I'm not surprised to see. Well, we got Luca Weidlich in. He's also in a Porsche. Welcome, Luca. He is back for another season, for Season 8. And then we got Verstappen. Now, I haven't seen Verstappen before in Tier 1, but I have seen him before in AOR Endurance. So welcome, Verstappen. Now, the next name is going to make you very, very happy. We've got Remy Papin in Tier 1. Let's see what Remy can do for his season campaign with AOR. And then Luke Whitehead joining us. Big surprise from last year, wasn't he? He was definitely one to watch. I can see that Luke Whitehead will be joining Black Gold Saw in the same team. So, Black Gold Saw obviously saw something in Luke, and he's joined forces with him. They've got a lovely rainbow barrier on the back of their spoiler there, which is very good. I will let you talk in a minute, Saf. I just thought I'd go through all the names.
Yeah, keep talking, I don't mind.
You get an easy day. We've missed a couple of people because people have put in times, so maybe we'll go through them towards the end. I did also notice that we do have Mr. Alexander Smoljar in here, the F3 driver. He'll be very, very good to watch. Who else have we got? Pim Van Mill. I swear he wasn't in Tier 1 last time, but he might be. He will be joining us again. Kieran Prendercast. Big Prender. He is back with us in the BP Racing team. Good to see him. Redouin Masood, again, for another season with us. Canna Beach also will be joining us. Hugo Merles, also back. And I'm not going to pronounce this one because I'm going to absolutely butcher that. Wolszek Lucic. in the Forza Italia PL Esports team. Keeping it fine for us, boys. Thank you very much. That's going to keep us on our toes, isn't it? Dear McCormack, I'd never seen him before with us, who'll be joining us again. We've got Kevin Niles in a Camel Bentley again. Good to see him back in that car. Oh, right, I can have a break and you can start talking about Kyalami for a bit, because I'm about to fall over.
I don't know anything about Kyalami.
I don't know nothing about Kyalami.
I don't know none.
I don't know nothing about Kyalami. Well, let's focus on what's going on the track. We've got Michael Tauscher currently in the Unicorns of Love team, number 92 car, running around in pole position at the moment with Redouine Masood just behind. Obviously, we've got 9 minutes of qualifying left, so we've got plenty of time to see what these people can do. But we've got a very mixed top end here. Jonas, oh my god, Savulanian is currently in 6th place. Savulanian in the graphics engineering team. That's like the second class Kovalainen, right? Danita Sherapin back in the 777 McLaren. Good to see him back. Theo Overhouse, also a regular name. I recognise him from AOR. He'll be joining us in a Audi at the back there. Oh, it's the PRS Motorsport car with the really cool livery, but this time it might not have loaded properly. Okay, never mind. Toaster, you had one job, buddy. It didn't come through the best way, I don't think. As I said before, welcome everyone into the chat. Kevin Siklari, why are you not driving, buddy? Why? You're not gonna return to get the mantle back? You're gonna give it all to Malinowski? I can sing you a song if you want. I want that song now. Definitely. I want to see what happens with these boys. Unicorns of Love Sim Racing. I like the team name. Welcome to Tier 1, boys. This is going to be a crazy session. I think we've got 8 minutes remaining. We've got some people up towards the top end who we've never seen before. And Malinowski looking mighty fine, currently in 2nd position in his Porsche, and also in the barrier. Not too sure what happened there, but I'm sure he's fine. We should join someone for a proper lap, I think. Let's stay on board with Luca and see what he can do. He's just coming out, or he's just about to start. FTW Racing Sim Tools. That paint doesn't look like it's loaded properly. Luca, need to get that one knocked on the head, because the FTW paint was absolutely brilliant last time. Doesn't look like it's working. So maybe we should... well, you got a couple of sponsors on there, but not as many as there should be. What are you excited to see, Mr. Saffzo, this season? Anything interesting you think, that's going to be fun?
Goldson and McLaren is probably the main thing sticking out to me, seeing whether he needs to get up to pace with that car, whether maybe he'll even be quicker than he was on the Bentley.
I mean, there's every chance that he's going to be quick. I know he's a pad boy, and he's very much stuck in his ways on that pad. So whether he'll be quicker than the rest, who knows? But we've got a huge train of cars here, all kind of jostling for position to get in a qualifying time. We've got a fair amount of time left, 7 minutes left, so they've got a couple more they can go through. You know, they can always hop back to the pit and jump on another lap within a matter of seconds. So not too much to fear. This is quite a scary corner when you're on full chat. Yeah, I do like Kyalami. It's one of those tracks that always throws up a good race. The first couple of sectors are just really, really good. Then you come into the back section and it's pretty hairy, scary stuff. I do have all of the corner names somewhere, and they're great corner names. They're probably the best corner names on the game, I reckon. They are proper good, and just generally anywhere. You've got Turn 1, which is apparently a kink. It's a bit like the rundown Turn 2 on Austria, a kink, so they call it a kink. And then number 2 is Crowthorne, and then they go to Juxay Sweep, into Barbecue, Sunset Clubhouse, the S's. Oh god, that's very South African. Louis Cup, Mineshaft, the Crocodiles, Cheetah, and Ingui.
What was that last one?
Ingui is the noise you make when you hit the barrier after you get Ingui wrong. Yes. Does Goldsaw have a wheel as well? I'm not sure, you know. I think he might have a basic one. I think he might have used one, but he's definitely a pad connoisseur, as far as I'm aware. Pad boy. Loves the pad. On board with Luca. Currently teeing up this qualifying session quite nicely. Currently sitting in 6th position behind Savolainian, Masood, McCormack, Absmeyer, Malinowski, and Tauscher. These names.
Yep.
They're tough. Right, we're coming down towards Mineshaft and the Crocodiles. Great names. I forgot about these. You know when we always have our conversation about what name's the best? I always forget about Kyalami. Can you imagine?
I thought it was...
Sorry.
Sorry.
No.
The only thing I remember about this was some of the corners were named after animals. I know.
Very random. Right, Luca then, coming down towards the line. Not too sure how his pace has been. Looks like he is in... Yeah, he's not quite on that one, I don't think. I don't think we can see any improvement. 140, I think it showed on his computer there, which is good enough for... not good enough for where he is. So he's going to have to go again. But he's in a bit of a train here. I think it might be holding him up slightly. The 777, that's what's it call it? Danila Sherapin, so he should be going quite fast. But where's Danila at the moment? He's definitely outside
20th.
outside the top 20, 20th position. So that's probably why he's not able to progress. I'm assuming real crocodiles await anyone spinning up. Yeah, definitely. If I had my way, I would line the whole track with different types of wildlife. Can you imagine? Yeah, we need some more cranes in turn 3. Someone's gone off and he's taken them all out. Vitalik pulls over. No more from Luca. Don't think we're going to get any more. He was actually letting one of the Van Sim Sport team guys go. I think that looked like a Van Wall car. Let's see what Malinowski is able to do. 2/10 off. Michael Tauscher currently doing a great job there, leading around in that Porsche. Malinowski's got a Porsche friend to do battle with. It's one thing to qualify on the top spot, but it's another thing to keep it. This is Tier 1. These boys are very, very quick on and off the track. The bop on this track is very good. Yeah, so it's a real 50-50 on what happens. I do like it when the bop is somewhat messed up, because you get like stupid cars that do really well. Like Donington, the NSX does quite well, I've heard. AP Productions, welcome buddy. I think he's doing okay. Whereabouts is he? Well, let's just double check. It's great to see him back at the moment. He's, well, as the pace is kind of really going on, Kieran's getting further and further down the line. He's currently in 40th, second from last. So we'll keep an eye on Kieran and what he does, if he improves. But such is the speed difference. You've got Connor Wright, Ryan McIntosh down in 31st and 32nd. Alex Torregrossa joining him. Julian Vanbrugh, 36th. Luke Whitehead. Well, didn't he come 3rd last season? He's in 30th. Crazy stuff. Black Goldsaw, always one to watch for a season champion. He's in 21st position. But this man, the Tortellini himself, is currently running around in 2nd place. We'll jump on board with him. 2 minutes to go. They'll probably get this run, maybe another if they do screw it up. But they would probably have to just do consecutive runs. It's a quick lap this, 139, 140 roughly. So all those crocodiles, mate, you've got to dodge.
Malinowski's up on his time.
He is, you're right. We're on board with the Mr. Tortellini. I had tortellini-ish for dinner tonight. What did you have?
I had burgers.
You had I swear you always have burgers. Every time I ask you what you have to dinner, burgers.
No. What are you on about?
Every time I ask you what you have, burgers.
No. That's not been my response every time.
What have we got for dinner tonight, Saf? Burgers.
No, you know the meme where it says diabetes.
Yeah, burgers. 1:30
Anyway,
to go. It's fine.
Qualifying.
What did everyone in the chat have for dinner? That's the real question. No one wants to see if Malinowski can topple Tauscher. It's what you had for dinner is the most important thing. I had cannelloni. It was lovely. Never cooked it before.
Had burgers.
Diabetes burgers. Right. Through Ingwe comes Malinowski. He is up on his time. 1/10 up. You don't think it's going to be enough to topple. And it's no! That was close.
He does have one more. No, he's backed up. I was
No.
about to say he has one more game.
Yep, the tyres would have reached their peak performance in that lap. No more for Malinowski. Malinowski has been toppled by Michael Tauscher. I'm sure we're butchering that name. Redoui Masood won't be taking any further part. He's in the tyre barrier. No more from him. Marek Schintz. We haven't seen him before, really. I can't remember the name. Marek Schintz. Racing Line Motorsport. Great livery, though. He's in 4th place. He's going for another, though, so we'll keep an eye. We should really see what's happening with some of the big names down a little bit further, like Ryan McIntosh. And Remy Papin, he's in the pit, won't be taking any further part, but he's 16th place, the current Tier 2 champion. Very good. We got some responses. Pizza. Eric had a pizza. Mandestro had a barbecue with a curry. What else have we got? Why only 720p? Unfortunately, I live in the countryside. I'm surrounded by badgers and many other little wildlife animals and creatures and critters, and it means that I don't have very good internet. So 720p, unfortunately, is the most I can muster. So we make it up in different ways, maybe to try and entertain you with our dulcet tones. Possibly. I mean, what you had for dinner is entertaining enough, right? Exactly. We're on board with Shintz. Currently qualifying has finished, but he's still out there on a lap. I'm not sure if he's up at the moment. He is up on his time. Very interesting to see. Dominic Goltz is also up on his time. McDonald's, Brian said he's got that right. I would have loved a double cheese before Season 8, Race 1. Go Merrick. Yeah, he's doing very well. Very well indeed. I think, though, he is done. He's going slowly. And I think that's your grid, boys. We are almost done there. Black Gold Saw's in the pit. Everyone else is in the pit. We are done. So we'll run through those names. Do you want to do it? Or should I do the top 10, top 20? What do you want to do? I want to give you some of these names.
Nah, you can handle all of them.
Right.
I think you're big boy enough.
Do you reckon I can do it? Oh, okay. Oh. Gurra of Aurora had beans for dinner. Nice. Lovely beans. Was it on toast, or was it just literally you just had a plate of beans? Good source of protein, right, with beans. Okay. Where is Kleinschmidt? The good question, actually. I don't think I've seen Kleinschmidt in the lobby, to be honest with you. I haven't seen him at all, actually. Yeah, no, you're quite right. Rage and South, back at it again. Exactly, back at it again with all of the tips that you need. We are waiting then to go into the next session. We shall hopefully we're gonna go. What are we doing here?
Well, we're gonna go in a few minutes.
We're going ping pong, bumper cars,
ping pong, wing wong.
Spat bol moosh. Apparently that's what Jonathan Cabine had. I'm assuming he means spaghetti bolognese, but I for one, I'm gonna put. I'm gonna get a petition out to change spag bowl to spat bowl moosh.
Spat bowl moosh.
Spat bowl moosh.
Spat bowl moosh with the bowls.
Spat bowl moosh when you're going through the crocodiles and Ingwe. Right, let's go through the grid before we get a little bit concerned about our mental health. We have Michael Tauscher. I think that's his name. Would like some clarification on that. Tauscher? He is currently the Pulse. Tauscher, you reckon? Tauscher? I think so too. Unicorns of Love doing very well, getting the business done. Yep, Spatball Moosh, definitely. I should change my name to that. Then we got Malinowski joining him on the second row. Wasn't able to displace him. We've got 2 Porsches up there. We've actually got 4 Porsches in the front row. Redoui Masood back at the top end in the SDL Esports by Logitech. He is in 3rd position. And then Malik Shintz, we are watching him doing his last little bit there. He'll be in 4th, joining him on the second row. And then 3rd row be George Boothby in the McLaren. So the next car then is the McLaren. And then we got Theo Overhouse doing a sterling job there. Look, 6th place. Really, really good in an Audi. Very good. We've not seen the Audis do very well in Tier 1. So it's good to see him up there. Jonas Savalainen in 7th position with Jason Absmere joining him on the grid. I've got no idea where we are now. I think it's 4th place on the grid? Who knows? Derry McCormack in 9th. Then we got Anna Rose in 10th. Dominic Goltz in 11th. Joined by Luca Weidelich in 12th. And then we got some big names coming up here. Danina Sherapin, if you remember from our AOR Endurance series, currently absolutely smashing it in the 777 McLaren. In 13th today, Matteo Bellotto in 14th. And then Tinko van der Velde, really cool name, Tinko, in 15th for him. Vasily Anarev, another huge name in 16th place. This midfield's going to be spicy. And we got Cody in 17th, Jesse Knappen in 18th position, Remy Papin, the Tier 2 champion, in 19th place, which is cool. Then we've got Canna Beach, again, regular fixture in Tier 1. He's in 20th position. And then the big name, Alexander Smolyar, the current F3 driver, currently in 21st position. And joining him, very close towards the top end is Darren King. I'm sure everyone knows that name. Have a look on his YouTube. You'll probably get his POV, and he's always great to watch in the car. He is in 22nd position. We've got Niels. Not too sure which Niels it is, but we're going to call him, is it Porsche Niels now? Going through all the Nielses. Porsche Niels in 23rd. Ryan McIntosh in 24th. Dennis Latz in 25th. And Black Gold Saw in 26th. We're getting through it now. Mikhail Baikov in 27th. Verstappen in 28th. Luke Whitehead in 29th. Samir Foch in 30th. Connor Wright in 31st, joined by Adam DeBeal just next to him there. Julian Vanbrugh in 33rd. Oh, blimey. Wojciech Ludzek in 34th. And then we've got Alex Torregrossa in 35th. Trevor Wenham in 36th. Jack Noller, we haven't met him yet, in the GT Omega RPM Esports team in 37th. Hugo Merles joining him next to in the team VMS Ferrari. Pim Van Mil, recognise that name, 39th for him. Kieran Prendergast didn't quite get up there. It says he's out of the car, not too sure what that means, but he's definitely there. BP Racing. And then 41st is Kevin Niles, bringing up the rear in the Bentley. I did it, Saf. Your turn next week.
No.
No, puppy. Right, we're going to have, I think where we are, a quick run to the line. Quick run. Quick run.
Quick run?
Quick run. Unicorns of Love
Okay.
are going to be taking away Mr. Tortellini here in the Racing Line Motorsport team. And then what can Redouine Masood do from back there? Marek Schintz. We just got a host of Porsches at the top. And we are somewhat go. I'm not sure what's happening here. We should be seeing them pull away soon. We are racing. Yes, we are. Good. Wasn't sure if we were actually ping-ponging at that point. But, oh, there we go. The Porsche of Tosha did actually start, but it was just a little bit held up there. Got to be careful. Don't want to get caught out, because it's a short run to the line here. We've only got one corner and a little bit of a straight. It's not a full lap, as we are somewhat used to. So let's see what happens into turn one. Do you think Malinowski is going to put a bit of a sprint on the side of Michael?
I think he's going to play the long game.
I mean, he's got every opportunity to play the long game. It's race one for season 8. We'll be going green very, very shortly under the bar, and we are green. We are go, 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 go. It is a good start from both Porsches. All Porsches. All 4 of the Porsches. A quartet of Porsches. Is that how it goes? We've got lots of Porsches. Malinowski pulls off to the right to get the racing line. Oh, Masood, too deep, too deep. He's going to lose many places as the poo shot straight out as he joins again. Oh, there is a tap further back. Marek Schintz looks like he get a little bit knocked up there, but I think we're okay. We're all good. With, I'm not too sure who that was. That Boothby he touched there going into turn 2. Oh, there's a huge spin at the back and a massive amount of crashing going on. And that's Anarev, unfortunately, getting caught up in that. I didn't see who joined that, but...
Goldsaw's involved.
Oh, yeah, I can see him joining the track now. Goldsaw was definitely involved.
Car is.
Oh, no, Black Goldsaw. What can you do to get out of that? Yep, that is a shame. I think there's Hugo Merles just up above as well.
And Adam Dubiel might have been as well. He's a bit further back from the pack.
Yeah, I think Pim just might have got away with it at the back there. But yes, no, we've got drama already, as there was a little bit of a spin. I didn't see who caused that spin, but I saw it was in the middle of turn 3, which is a nasty place to spin, really. I don't see how you can do that. Was it turn 3? No, it was turn 5, sorry, barbecue. It got barbecued off. Greasy, some would say. Right, we're on board then with Micah Tauscher. Leading away, Tortellini Malinowski. Trying to build a gap here to the Malinowski man behind. And it's a big gap already. Let's jump all the way back here to see what's going on in this little group of drivers here that are all coming through and jostling for position.
Another yellow flag, cars around.
Oh no, whereabouts is the cars going round?
Oh. There's the Streffen, Wenham, and who's that last one? Matteo Blotto.
Oh no, okay, Verstappen then joins back. I didn't see when that happened.
There's a lot of damage to that Bentley. They're coming into the pits. And surprisingly... Oh, look at the McLaren of Wenham. Look how much damage is on that car. It is absolutely battered, especially on the front.
Well, oh yeah, blimey, that's a front end accident if I've ever seen one. Well, he's going to come in and get that sorted. Look how many cars are in already through just through the first lap. That's quite a bit of damage.
That's a third of the grid.
Yeah, that's a lot of people in. Remy Papin looks like he's been caught out in that. Bellotto, Vanbrugh, Verstappen, Torregrossa, Wenham caught out Oh, blimey, look, Thea Overhouse, Black Goldsaw, Vasily Anarev, Connor Wright, all caught out there in lap 1 shenanigans. Let's jump on board then with Marek Shintz as he's leading Savalainen and McCormack and chasing down George Boothby ahead. Pride Tribe is in the house. Cody Pride, definitely. Welcome. Currently 12th position for the 151 Porsche. Doing okay. Looks like he kept his nose clean, which is exactly what we wanted to see. Lap 1. Canna Beach embroiled in a battle, it seems, with Porsche Nils and Rose. So let's see what happens. We just see it actually evolve behind Shintz with Savalainen and McCormack getting very close to each other. There's a real battle going on there for 6th and 7th.
Oh, there's been a hit.
How far back do we need to go?
About 30th place.
Oh, blimey. Okay.
It was Pim Van Mil and... is it Krop? The
Definitely not Krop. The man who's got a very hard name. Volchek
Yes.
Lusek, yeah.
That one.
Yeah. So Pim was caught up in that too. Yeah, I can see him struggling to get back on.
I think there was a third driver in there as well, but I think they might have been able to get away.
Well, unfortunately, Daniel Flores, we don't have the old replays available. It's something we're working on, but at the moment we don't have the capacity. But we will do. That's on me. Right, Malinowski then, still 2nd place. Michael Tauscher in 1st, running away. He's actually caught up some people towards the back, which is absolutely crazy. AP Productions have just joined AOR because of my son, and my first race is in Kyalami tomorrow. Can't wait. Well, welcome. Good to see you joining in AP Productions. Maybe Kieran can cheer you on tomorrow from the sidelines as Tosha gets past a few back markers in the way. Right, let's go back with McCormack and see if we can get some real one-on-one racing with these guys. That Dominic Gulch just behind, looking ever scary on the back of McCormack. McCormack's all over the back of Jonas Savalainen as we come through the cheetah towards Ingwe.
You're loving taking that corner name, aren't you?
Absolutely, I'm enjoying it. I really am. It's good stuff. It's a shame. There's so many cars involved with this. You know, it's 40 drivers. Unfortunately, we can't focus on everyone, especially when incidents happen and they involve quite a few different people. It becomes impossible to keep an eye on what's going on. Unfortunately, we have to just do our best. As McCormack's getting a lot of pressure here from the back from Goltz, Weidelich, Van der Velde, and Sherapin, all very, very close, tussling for position. And it looks like McCormack is really holding these guys up. We've got 54 minutes to go, and I think this is probably going to start swapping itself round the further we go in here. Part of the Williams Esports team. Good to see the official Williams Esports making a mark here in AOR, but I don't think Williams Esports run a black car, so again, there doesn't look like their livery is loaded through properly, which is a shame. So I'm sure it's not just plain black.
Or maybe they're doing a stealth livery.
Maybe it's stealth. We're just not savvy. Right. Micah Tauscher still in the lead from Malinowski, from Masood, from Boothby, from Shintz, from McCormack that we're watching right now. Leading on then to Dominic Goltz, Luca Weidelich, Van der Velde just behind. But looks like Goltz and Weidelich are really, really vying to get past McCormack here. You can see them both pressuring each other, both looking to get past. The 1 megabyte limit of the liveries is a yoke. I mean, it's there for a reason, and it's to help the server cope with all of the bits and pieces. I mean, some people have managed it. And some people have managed it quite well. The cars look absolutely fine that do have the liveries. Look at that car just ahead of Marek Shintz. Great livery. And the Racing Line Motorsport, the 64 car, looks absolutely fabulous in that blue and white attire. Looks very similar to Malinowski. We've got to be careful not to get that wrong. And the car in front that is actually being lapped at the moment, if you know your Fast and Furious, it looks a little bit like the Unicorn. The S15 that... oh god, what's his name? Is it Hans? I can't remember. What's the... Is it Han? Han? Not Hans. It's not German. He's Japanese. It's Han. It's the Han S15 unicorn that he gives the young American to practice round the old car park. So don't crash it. It's a unicorn. Puts into many walls. Right, let's jump back with McCormack still under pressure and holding on these drivers behind.
Yeah, he's got let down cars in front of him, so he might be able to use that to potentially get a gap to those behind.
I think we do have a few casualties already. Black Gold Saw's done, and Connor Wright also out of this race already because of the incidents on lap 1. Mega Sag, Black Gold Saw, we'll see you next week. It's good to see you in a McLaren, buddy. Mixing it up. F for friends. Yes, press F for friends. Right, McCormack's still in 6th place. I want to see some action here with these guys. That's why we're staying with them. Dominic Goltz and Luca Vidalik can definitely bring us that action, but it's just when it happens. It's only a matter of time, but I think it will happen. We're coming through a little bit of traffic here, and traffic is always good for opportunity, right?
Yep. Battle going on for 35th between Blotto, Mills and Wenham. They've all obviously made their pit stop for damage.
Yeah, I think half of these liveries aren't showing again. This is very frustrating. I love it when the liveries do come through, but we'll have to have a little chat with some of the coordinators because they're definitely not working. It's a little bit frustrating because I want to see all these lovely liveries that these guys spend hours and spend quite a bit of money on sometimes to get them right, but some of them are working, some of them just aren't. It's very frustrating, but never mind. We're on board at the moment, like you say, with Blotto, currently racing around with Merlers and Wenham. Wenham then managed to fix that car and get out. 37th, that's probably last place actually. This is battle for the right at the back of the grid.
Yep, it is last place because Connor Wright is still in the pits.
Come on, Black Gold Saw. Stop being a downy goose. You'll be back next week. I'll pay you many sandwiches.
It's going to hold you to that.
Oh, well. I'll make him many sandwiches with his weird Dutch sausage. Oh, we have a spin! McCormack getting it all kind of wrong. I think that was turn 3 or 4. Didn't quite see whereabouts it was. It might have been into 5. No, it was definitely 3 or 4. As that middle section before we come down towards sunset. So yeah, that was the little break that they needed. There we go now. We got McCormack has released Vidalik. He's released. Don't think Goltz got through. It was only Vidalik who managed to pounce. So the 29 Porsche with the FTW team has run away now. Opened up that door and he's got to go catch down Shintz if he wants to get maximum points. But look at that line of cars all coming through the middle section towards the S's. And yeah. Daria McCormack and the Williams Esports team making a mistake, letting some cars through. Kevin Siclari has been offering to sing everyone's songs, and there is speculation that Kevin may have had a drink. So I, for one, am all for this drunk new version of Kevin Siclari, and I would love to see him in a car.
Kevin Niles has spun round.
Has he? Whereabouts was he in the race at the moment?
He was still 25th, but
okay.
He's last out of those who have not pitted.
Okay. So we do have some pitters, but no one in the top spots just yet has pulled it in. We've still got a little while to go. 48 minutes. It's a long one. As Vidalik is slowly eking away from McCormack. Making a play. Michael Tauscher still in the lead from Malinowski. First and second, those boys. Then Redouin Massoud in third place. Big gaps between those boys, nearly 2 seconds each. So it is eking out, and performance of these cars is definitely very, very similar at the top end. But they're all Porsches by the looks of things. Boothby in fourth, and Shintz in fifth. And then we're on board now with Vidalik and McCormack who we're watching. Dominic Goltz getting very close behind. We do have some movement going on in the middle pack. Cody getting very close at the moment to all of the cars around him. Look, you've got two teams actually running right next to each other. The PPR Esports, they missed a trick there. They should have called themselves PPE. Anyway, Cody and now Porsche Niels running around in 12th and 13th place and looking to get past. Is that Canna Beach that's holding them up? I think it is. It is Canna Beach in the Inception Racing car. That's a nice car actually, isn't it?
On look out for Porsche Niels.
Yeah, getting round the side of his teammate. We dive down towards... Yeah.
Oh, don't make contact. No, they've kept it far more clear. I think the angle I was watching made it look a lot tighter than it was.
It's alright, you G it up. I want contact. It's fine. I think actually Kevin Niels has had to... Porsche Niels has had to succeed and let his teammate go through. So Cody's back in the top spot out of the two teams. That's a cool looking team.
There's contact.
Oh, blimey. Who's it involving?
That was Smolyar getting past Anouar Rose. McLaren getting past, but it caused the Ferrari to lose traction, losing a further place to... No, sorry. That was with Adam Dubil. Ah. That might have been Dubil not getting out of the way for blue flags then.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, Dubil's not handing places over.
Okay. Well, live stewarding. That'll get looked at, I'm sure. In that little interim where you're telling us what was going on, Porsche Niels has managed to squeeze past Cody for 12th position. Cody then dropping down to 13th. And the PPR Esports teams leaving nothing between them, and getting those elbows out with the teammates and getting past each other, which is absolutely fabulous to see. Should we just touch base with what was going on towards the front again with these speedy boys? They were all running away from each other. Luca Weidelich, McCormack and Dominic Goltz were all running in a line, but Dominic Goltz looks like he's fallen off the pace a little bit now, and he's got Tinko van der Velde just behind, and there's lots of cars here all getting in the way. There's that unicorn liveried car. Jonas Savalainen is in this little battle too. There's a line of them. Yeah, Tinko and Jonas Savalainen are getting very close to each other, trying to get past Dominic Goltz, who seems to now be the stopgap himself between everyone else trying to progress in this race. As McCormack looks like he's got into a stride and he's following the back of Luca Weidelich, which is much better. He's doing much better. Was not doing very well leading the pack, but since he's let that car through, it seems to have just fallen into place for him, which is good to see. Tauscher's OP, by the way. I can tell. Malinowski's got his work cut out.
Also just highlights how well George Boothie is doing with the McLaren, splitting the Porsches.
The chat said Dominic Goltz just booped McCormack and gave the position back, apparently. We missed that earlier on. But yeah, both being 4th position. Doing very well, like you say. He's not in a Porsche at the moment, is Mr. Boothby, in a very pink McLaren. I don't think that your McLarens could be any pinker if they tried, for the UK OG team. Number 41 car looking absolutely fabulous in pink.
Woo.
I don't think you can get any pinker than that, could you?
Oh, you can definitely get more pink.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, far more pink.
Yeah. What would you do? Do you have like some vajazzles on there?
You just haven't seen the extremities of pink yet.
What am I missing? Like 4D pink, 3D pink, pink smell, pink essence of pink. Just pink.
Pink.
It's like a matte pink as well. It's not even like a shiny pink or a glossy pink. It's quite a nice pink, you know. Yeah.
Is it matte?
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe I'm just looking at it weird.
Definitely matte pink. The stream won't be able to tell because they're looking through, looks like goggles in the quality of my stream, and I can only but apologise. Boothby then, 4th position. He's leading away Shintz, and he's just behind Redouin Massoud, a couple of seconds behind. Unfortunately, not able to put the pressure on. But we don't have much racing going on at the moment. Everyone's kind of getting into a groove and waiting for that pit stop. I think we're probably going to get clear running today. There's no wind whatsoever. Track temp 29 degrees and a 21 degree ambient, and 30 minutes is going to be clear skies as Masood gets very dirty off on the line there, but manages to rescue it. He's all good. Black Cold Sauce says pink smell. Pink to make the boys wink. Why not?
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before.
Unicorns of Sim Racing say, can confirm there are many different pinks in the sim. 100% can confirm there are many pinks. We'll go on board with another pink here. A Michael Tauscher and the Unicorns of Love team. Yeah, I don't know if they're all working, these I always say this at the beginning of every season. Why aren't the paints working? They're definitely not. I'll have a chat with Toaster, see if there's something I've done wrong. Obviously, if I've not got it right, then none of these boys do too. So we've got some of them working fine though, because you can see that Aston Martin with a brilliant paint scheme as he comes past there. Not too sure what car that is, but it looks fantastic. Let's see if we can find it. It's definitely not Dominic Galtz, because he's also in an Aston Martin. Let's see if we can find out who that is. It'll be someone towards the back, but still running round. Let's go down to Merler's. It might be Vanbrugh. Let's have a look. No, it's not Vanbrugh. Vanbragh's in the Team Shazoo. That is running round in the cool colours that I was saying earlier. Is it Bykov then? Let's double check on Mikhail Bykov. It's not Mikhail Bykov, because he's in a black car. Right, so who else could it be? Who else are we missing in an Aston? Anarev. It is Anarev. Like and subscribe, YouTube team. Yay, here we go, we found him. I think that's a really cool looking paint, you know?
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, YouTube team. I mean, it's subtle, right? Would you like and subscribe?
Maybe.
Maybe. You know what you can do in the chat? You can help us out by liking and subscribing. That would be amazing. If you want to like and subscribe, you can hit the little bell for alerts. I don't think we even do that, to be fair. We don't put videos up. It's all live stuff. So I'm sure the bell works for live, right?
Yeah. Because it goes into the notifications channel.
Yeah, I reckon it does. What's Remy Papin doing in the PRS Motorsport?
Driving.
He is, well, funny enough, he's driving. He is, isn't he? He's got Blotto for company there in the 192 Bentley. It's all over his chuff. And it doesn't look like he's racing that car ahead, because it says that the gap to Verstappen is 3 seconds. So that looks like a back marker. It's the number 19 car in front, which is either a back marker or he's just been passed. Looking at how well he's defending, though, I would say Remy Papin is probably the following car. I don't even know what that car is in front. JPC, it says there. Who could that be? Number 42. Number 42, let's have a little look. That's Jack Nola in 19th, so he is further ahead. Yeah, Remy Papin then down in 33rd position. So no, he won't be wanting to get out of the way for Remy Papin. But yeah, not having a great race, 33rd. I thought, whereabouts did he start? He definitely started higher up than that. Oh, going for the move is Papin. Not going to get it done, though. That was a bit boisterous. Sorry. Whereabouts did he start? Was he top 20?
I believe so.
I can't quite remember. Kieran Prendergast is, I was just about to say, he's doing well. He's in the pit. 19th position currently, but he's in the pit. So he's towards the top end of those who's pitted. Tinko van der Velde is leaving the pit now. Team Tinko. He is currently the leading pitter. Sorry, Saf, you were going to say?
No, I was just enhancing what you said.
Ah, okay, just vibing along.
Yeah.
Sherapin also pitted, 20th place. He's actually chasing down Van der Velde. So Van der Velde is actually going to be slow here because he's got cold tyres. So we might see Danila make the most of this. And Danila was definitely in the top 20, roughly, anyway, went in qualifying. So Danila's doing very well at this stage of the race. We're coming into that pit window now where it's going to become very effective for people to come in and get that overcut done. Or undercut, whatever it is. Undercut, yeah. The old undercut. The 619 has a nice livery. We'll double check the 619 in a minute. I just want to see what happens with this race. So that's Van Mill. We'll double check with Pim in a minute. I'm not surprised. So apparently, Danila Sherapin is down in 20th. It might be Danila, it could be the delay. It might be talking about Remy Papin. Is down that far because Dowking murdered him in true Dowking fashion. I just get memories of the Monza. I can't remember what race league it was in, but Dowking murdered like half the field and got a penalty, then complained why he got the penalty. It's like, why have I got a penalty? Because you murdered half the field. So that's quite funny to see. Have you watched any of Dowking's bits on YouTube? Oh, you with us, Saf?
Yeah.
Oh, he's there. Good. I was saying, have you looked at anything on Dowking's YouTube before?
I have not.
No, he's a good sim racer. He's quite funny to watch. Very quick.
Also, I don't know if you've already mentioned it, but Pendergast has a stop-go 30-second penalty.
Interesting. Could you find out what that's for?
I shall go investigate.
I'm not sure. That's an applied one by the stewarding team. I think that might be speeding in the pit lane, you know?
Nothing in the stewarding so far.
Have we got nothing at all about anyone's indiscretions in stewarding so far this afternoon? I don't think we do we?
No, last thing sent was on 28th of June.
Oh no, that would be season 7. No
Yes.
stewarding bits. Unicorns of Love then still running around in the top spot. And we've missed this. Malinowski's come in for a pit. This could be interesting. So we'll stay on board with the top boys then for a little snippet here while we watch to see what happens in this little pit phase that we're all about to
Niels
see.
also came in.
Okay.
Pride
right.
also all the two teammates came in.
Oh, they're coming
Pride
together.
and Porsche Niels.
Interesting. They're second half apart. But this is definitely where the race is going to be then, with this little pack. When Michael decides to come in now, because arguably he'll be losing time after the second lap that Malinowski is out for, because the tyres have started to heat up and come into true form and heat and pressure and whatnot, so he'll be able to put down good times. So at the moment, Michael will be okay. But if he goes for another lap, it's going to start hurting him. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. I think we'll stay on board with him. Speeding in the pit lane, yeah, I think so. AP Productions just confirmed that Prendergast's penalty was speeding.
Okay.
Yeah. Daddy knows best. Black Gold Source is agreeing about the Dowking crash in the Monza pit straight. It's very funny, the clip that someone put together, because it just mashes from the incident and then the penalty, and it's really funny. This is interesting. Michael goes for another lap, and we've got still got Malinowski's now out, and obviously coming at him at a rate of knots. So this will be very interesting to see how well Malinowski can put down some times to put pressure on the current leading man. And we might have a little bit of a tussle at the top, which I'm very, very happy to see. Malinowski's got a lot of fresh air, look. He's running around in 11th place with no one in front of him for an absolute mile. And this is not space you want to give this man at all, because he will use it to the best of his ability and he will chase down positions. The gap was about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds, so we'll watch to see what Macek can do, but I think the Tortellini himself is going to really close in the gap here. This is going to be interesting. What kind of lap times is he able to do? See if we can get inside the car and see what he's able to do. 141, 140 dead. That is quick, especially as that was only just on those tyres. That is a very quick time. So very interesting to see when Michael decides to pull the trigger on this pit. Right, we've got Boothby in now. Or at least he's come in, he's done his pit, and he's out. So the pinker than pink car is in, and it's completed his pit. But interesting enough, right? There you go, it's just clicked over. Boothby was showing on the timing screen in front of Malinowski, which definitely wasn't the case. I think the timing screen is just sorting itself out here. Luca Vidalik has come in and he's fulfilled his pit obligation. Tinko also he's actually done very well out of that, look. Tinko up into 11th place, obviously just behind Vidalik. Don't think he was that far up. Danila Sherapin wasn't able to close up on the back. And you can see, look, McCormack has fallen behind those cars now. And is that Latz not able to kind of Dennis Latz, sorry, not able to keep up with him. Where's Goltz? Where is Goltz? Is he still out? He is. Okay, that's always not a bit of a random decision, but still.
Coming to the pits.
Is he just come in? Yeah, Masood, Shintz, Goltz, and Absmir all in the pit. As Saf has a stretch.
That's the microphone stand.
Big stretch.
Big stretch.
I don't think you can say stretch without actually describing how big the stretch is.
Big stretch.
Oh, what's a big stretch?
Big stretch.
I've heard, right, that we have a Russian counterpart, a Russian colleague, who is streaming this at the same time for his Russian audience. So we welcome all of you Russian boys. Not watching us, obviously, because you're watching our Russian colleague. But if you are watching both of them, welcome. And hello. What's hello in Russian?
Greetings, combat.
No, it's not. It's not that, Sam. It's definitely not greetings, comrade. Oh dear. Right, we're still running around with Michael. Sorry.
Just so I don't seem insensitive, I'm now gonna have to look up the formal greeting in Russian.
I'm sure I probably remember it, but I just don't know. The Seventh Rain and Iron Man coming in with the emoji. Welcome, boys. I think these are some of the Russian guys coming in to say hello. And it's definitely not good evening, comrade. It's definitely a little bit more sensitive than that. What is it?
Privyet.
Oh, of course it is. Privyet.
I didn't know Privyet meant hello.
Well, now you do. What's good evening? That's gonna really tickle your pickle, isn't it?
Dobry wieczór.
Oh, someone else said that. Zdravstvuyte. There you go. Okay, welcome everyone over in Ruski. Lots of Russian boys in with us today. It's because we got Smolya. He brings in that crowd. Well, just so you know, boys, unfortunately, they didn't tell me who he was, but there is a Russian commentator running around with us. He's doing it on his own Twitch channel, so if you want to go and have a look, you will be able to find it as well. Obviously, stay here. It's comfy here. It's nice. It's warm. Me and Saf are here, keeping you together and on track. But if you want to go and listen to someone speaking the same language, you can do. He's on Twitch. I don't know his name, and I should have been given that information. I will scream now in Haiku! Can I have the link, please, so I can post it in chat, so all of these lovely Russian lads and girls can enjoy as Michael Tauscher comes into the pit. This is interesting. Where is Malinowski? The Tortellini beast himself is where is he actually? Okay, he's just about to come into the second sector. I think he's going through the S's. This is going to be mighty close. This is going to be very close. Should we go on board? I think we should. He's going through Lukyop at the moment towards Mineshaft, and then you come through the menagerie of animals. This is going to be interesting here. Michael's still stationary. Malinowski is definitely not stationary at this stage. Should we go on board the fail cam? Do you reckon he's going to take him here?
No.
You don't think so?
I think Tauscher's safe.
I'm going to fail cam it. I'm going to fail cam it. I'm just going to hold steady and fail cam it from the rear of Malinowski because I think he's going to get him.
Been released.
Has he? Is he gone?
Yeah, he's been released.
But
Macintosh has him there.
Okay, the fail cam has not worked out for us. Malinowski looking calm and collected on board there. He's right behind him though, look. We were almost there. Really close. That's less than a second now. Interesting because the tyres are not going to be there. The tyres are going to be cold. And Malinowski's going to be hunting him down now. Yes. Everyone in Russian is saying hello. Welcome, boys. Welcome.
Privyet.
Yeah, privyet. Welcome, everyone. Malinowski. He's not Russian, but he's Polish. He's still going to be chasing down Michael Tauscher here. We're going to see some changes, I think. Malinowski's going to have the bit between his teeth as he tries to improve through different sectors, different lines to try and get the most out of his car. and really, really put the pressure on. The Porsche master here, somewhat being schooled by the new boy that we haven't heard much of here in AOR Tier 1, but I'm sure he's very well seated in the esports community. He's currently leading. Michael Speedy Boy Malinowski following in the 992. We might see a change if we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky indeed. Crocodiles here, turn 13. Apparently this is turn 14. Little kink as we come through Cheetah. Want to lift quite heavily through Cheetah there. Mashek doing a good job though as we come through Ingui. Good stuff for Malinowski. That gap less than a second now. However, Michael Tausch's tyres are going to be starting to come in now. Welcome, Helviet. Well, we see a little chink in the armour, a little crack. A little gap for Malinowski to exploit here. Gap still at 1 second-ish. Hasn't updated yet. When we go through the next timing screen, it will. Is it going to be higher or lower? Higher or lower, Saf? Higher or lower?
Higher.
It is higher! 1.9. Just over a second. Sorry, I forced that one out of you, didn't I? Dylan Fox, great commentary, guys. I'm watching for South Africa. Welcome. We're currently in your hometown. Go quiet for a little bit to let you really get on board here with the man himself, watching his inputs. Is he silky smooth or aggressive? Looks quite silky smooth to me. Wow, interesting news coming in here. Apparently, Michael Tausch is like 16 years old. Can you imagine his speed in 10 years or so? Wow! That is very, very interesting and promising to see someone so young performing at the top echelons of esports. Let's get rid of that, shall we? Sorry about that, lads. Yeah, thanks for that. So we got him, got rid of him. Don't think anyone really wants to go to webcam-chat.com. Never mind. He has now been removed. Malinowski then wasn't able to pounce on the opportunity given to him by those tyres. And he's now falling back a little bit further, unfortunately, as Michael opens up his gap to 1.7. Malinowski suffering. Well, the king is being beaten at his own game here. Porsche beating Porsche on what seems like the Porsche's playground here. Top 3, all Porsches. Technically, the top 5-ish, or top 6-ish, are all Porsches. Schintz, Weidlich, Masood, Malinowski, Tauscher, all Porsche. Only Boothby in there, mixing it up a little bit. Talking of Boothby, should we go on board with Mr. Boothby, the pink man? See what he's doing. Cody's getting quite close as well. Dennis Latz in 14th position, a little bit further behind. Whitehead and Smoljar. Now that's a battle that I think we could probably get behind. So let's have a little look what's going on a little bit further down. Luke Whitehead leading Smoljar, and I think Dennis Latz is holding them all up. Is this a Van Wall Simsport? It is. Yeah, Dennis Latz still running around with the Van Wall Simsport team. Currently holding up a menagerie of McLarens. Do you reckon you can label McLarens in different categories, such as menageries? A menagerie of McLarens? Like, you know, you get like a murder of crows. What do you reckon, Seth? A menagerie of McLarens? I think we're going to have to bring that one to fruition. Are you still with us, Seth? I think we have been dropped slightly by Mr. Saf. We will get him back a little later. It's a strange little upshift there for Lats. It's really holding up Whitehead and Smolya behind. Just a couple of tenths that separate these guys. Luke Whitehead then 15th place, was doing so well last season, but seems to be just dropped back. It could be the bop in this particular track. It could be not playing into the benefit of these McLarens. McLaren's struggling somewhat behind the Porsches this afternoon, so that's probably why. Is the Honda NSX mostly not competitive or just unpopular? Yeah, bit of both. Yeah, bit of both. Yeah, I heard that it is okay-ish on some of the new tracks. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Luke then. Getting past there. Was that Smolya getting past? We missed that because I was reading chat. Thanks, chat. We missed it, but you can see, you saw it yourselves. Other track is rather bad. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we're seeing some movement at the back there, but I don't think it was actually completed. But yes, Luke Whitehead then getting passed by Alexander Smolya. What's going on behind then? I'm not sure if that's a position. It looks like it is. Some real battles going on. And ahead, look, you've got Cody and Cannabeach and Porsche Niels all very, very close to each other as well. Look at that little gaggle of cars just behind of Bykov, Rose and McIntosh all getting very close to each other. Let's jump on board with Rose, I think, just to see how he's getting on here. And you've got McIntosh just behind, really suffering. The Jean Alesi Esports Academy, Enroy Rose doing very well. 18th position currently. Ryan McIntosh just behind. That livery is absolutely stunning. Ryan doing a great job. Really putting the pressure on Rose here. Bykov holding them up somewhat. You just see the battle going on ahead with Whitehead and Smolya starting to open up as Smolya gets onto the back of Dennis Latz. So we'll see hopefully some moves there later. Matt Coulter, we messed with the broadcaster. Job is done. It is. You made me miss something. It's all your fault. I hope you're happy. And I hope you're proud of yourself. Never mind. It won't happen again. Rose has got a very cool livery on that car. That Ferrari looking amazing in the Jean Alesi Esports Academy. Look at that. Who was saying that you couldn't have good paints because of the restrictions on size? That's really good. One of the best paint schemes I've seen so far. And there's part of the actual Jean Alesi Esports Academy, which is great to see, joining us in AOR. He's getting very close to the back of Bykov, and Bykov, Mikhail Bykov is a firm favourite in the AOR community, and always joining us for the endurance races. And he's a very, very speedy boy, but almost getting caught out there. I think we're okay. Sunset almost after sunset was a little bit wide, but I think he managed to keep the car on the straight and narrow. McIntosh looking absolutely crazy behind, trying to make some moves on this little group here. I swear they're playing me with their team name. Karimbimba Wimba Wimba Bimba. Karimbimba Wimba Wimba Wimba. Thanks, Ryan. Ryan Chan used to come. Black Gold Straw, I'll give you many pounds if you can read out that team name for me. Oh, the car's going a little bit crazy. Through mine shaft, eking and flowing on that rear suspension. It seems like it's a very hard track to overtake this. You can easily get into that kind of slip where you can follow, but getting past is just another thing entirely. You've got to wait for mistakes, really. As Ryan McIntosh is putting the pressure on Rose here. Yeah, Black Gold Saw unfortunately saw the wrath of whoever caused that incident at the beginning. Not too sure who caused it, but there was a spun car and there was many collisions through this corner, actually, at the very beginning. So through 5, I think it was. Huge accident on lap 1 that put out a good 3 cars. Don't encourage Ryan anymore. What's wrong with encouraging Ryan? He's doing very well in 19th place. We're on board with him right now, looking to try and get past Rose and Bykov. Luke Whitehead, who's fallen back. Look, he's had an incident somewhere there, and he's coming into the clutches of Bykov. That's interesting to see. You didn't say it. Oh, McIntosh looking for the inside. As Rose felt the need to defend the inside into that corner. It's a hard braking corner. You could send one up the inside. And Rose saw it necessary to cover off. But I think he's okay. McIntosh looking very, very competitive today. Yeah. Black Gold Saw threatened not to take part next week. I, for one, will be very disappointed. Oh my goodness, I can see Weebs on the side of that car. What has he done? And we've got Rose off the track. A good place to come off the track there. Didn't suffer too much, but we're going to see a run down into turn 1 then. Ryan McIntosh is going to get some moves done here. We're on board with him. I'm not sure you can see the car, but it'll be on the right-hand side. You can see him battling with him. You can see the tyre just coming into the picture there. The Jean Alesi Racing Team putting the pressure on. The 56 car coming across the front, holding on to the position. But that's going to put him at a disadvantage for here. But it's not going to be too bad because it's a short run through these next little corner sections of 3 and 4. I think he's going to hold on to it for another lap. But seeing some cracks then coming from Rose. Ooh, some hesitations from Ryan there with the gear shifting. Unlike him. Almost like he double shifted there. Could be an issue with technology. Are you with us again, Saf? Are you joining us? Are you talking about his team name? I know, right? Lols. I think Saf, unfortunately, he's left us. I know he was having some internet issues earlier on, so I think he's run into those issues again. So if Saf doesn't join us for the last 15 minutes, I'm sure he will thank everyone for listening. But he's currently having a few issues. Whereabouts is Dal King actually? Seeing as people are talking about him, not too sure whereabouts he is. We should check on the little tinker. There he is, just behind actually. He was right behind this little pack that we're watching. I didn't even realise. Darren King in the Dow King car. He's catching up. These guys are slowly getting caught up with each other, I think. Tripping over each other somewhat. I think that little incident last lap put these boys back a little bit. Look at that damage. Whose car's that? That's that Smoljar with that damage. No wonder he's just off the pace slightly today. Oh, it's not Smoljar. Maybe it's just a car slightly off from what we're seeing. Smoljar does actually have some damage on the front of that car, which is, as he goes to remove there on Dennis Latz, doesn't get it done. Yeah, that car that I was talking about, the damage earlier on, has moved well out of the way for those cars following through of Ryan McIntosh, Unreal Rose, Bykov and Darren King. As Smoljar looking to find a way past Latz here. On the outside, gets pushed out wide, has to tuck in. And we'll wait a little while longer. Too much curb there from Dennis Latz. He's got to be careful. Unsettle the car like that is definitely not the quickest way round. And I think Smoljar here is actually the quickest car. He's going to dive for the inside. No, he doesn't. Dennis Latz has that covered off. Almost a carbon copy of what we just saw from Rose and McIntosh. He's right behind that guy. You're right. Let's jump back, see what's happening with Darren King and those boys. Oh, look at Ryan McIntosh looking very racy. Cody doing very well in 13th at the moment, guys. Don't worry, we'll keep an eye on him. Ooh, kicking up the sand. Through Cheetah. Ryan looks like he was able to sneak in those little anime girls on the side of his car without anyone noticing, but I saw. Don't get much past us. Right, I think we've had a little battle with these guys for so long, but I think we should just give a run through what's going on with the whole grid. Michael Tauscher currently running round in the lead. He's got such a gap for Malinowski, and I'm surprised I'm saying this, but 5 seconds separates Malinowski and Michael Tauscher, first and second. Then we've got Reddy Masood just behind, but looking very good in the SDL Esports team. George Boothby in 4th, doing very well this afternoon, and Merrick Schintz in 5th, again doing very well. And then just further back there you can see in the FTW Racing Porsche, Luca Weidlich, currently he's actually giving that blue flag, so don't get surprised. Tinko and Dominic Goltz still battling. It's actually heating up between the two. Look at them go wheel to wheel as they come towards the Crocodiles. And Cheetah, let's stay on board with this little battle. I think it's actually quite good. Goltz has been fighting this whole race, really. 11 minutes to go. That middle part of that race kind of just ran away. We're already into the right into the very end of this race now, and it's heating up in this middle section. A lot of the cars still very close from, I'd say, 5th all the way down to about 15th. They're all very close. Some of those blue flags finally get out of the way there as Tinko goes for another lap with Dominic Goltz right on his behind. Anyway, let's keep going, moving down this this grid, shall we? So we know what's going on. Dominic Goltz then in 8th position. Give me a wider lens, there you go. And McCormack was causing a few little hold-ups earlier on, but still 9th place, still doing very well. Danila Sherapin, it says, is behind him. I think you're right there. Danila then in 10th position. And then we got this little gaggle of cars that have seemed to be together for the whole race. Porsche Niels with Canna Beach and Cody all following there in 11th, 12th and 13th respectively. And then we've got Dennis Latz, the other Vanwall Sim Sport car, who's still being muscled by Smoljar. And then this battle that we've been watching very intently, we've got Luke Whitehead and Bykov in 16th and 17th, and Unra Rose with Ryan McIntosh and Dow King all still battling very, very tough together in 18th, 19th and 20th. I think it's still going to stay with this little battle. I really want to see what happens, but I want to go through the rest of the grid. We'll stay here and I'll read it for you. So we've got Foch in 21st and Absmir in 22nd, with Nola following in 23rd. Anarev a little bit off the pace in 24th, with Torregrossa in 25th. Kevin Niles in 26th, with Pim Van Mil in 27th, Prendergast 28th, Vanbrugh and Bellotto 29th and 30th. And I think towards then, who have we got behind that? Hugo Merles currently in 31st, with Trevor Wenham. These are the guys unfortunately involved in crashes at the beginning. Theo Overhouse was doing very well. It was right up there, but now he's down in 33rd. Remy Papin, Connor Wright. These guys I think are actually all out now. Lutsic is out, as well as Verstappen. Black Goldsaw, as you know, is out, and Adam Dubil was the first quitter, unfortunately, today. No further part for those at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers. 8 drivers. We've got 9 drivers out of this race already. Race 1 of Season 8. There's a battle of attrition, it seems, and some of these boys unfortunately not winning. Does AOR have a custom bop or success ballast? It doesn't have a success ballast, but we do have a custom bop, as far as I'm aware. Custom bop. I think, I'm not sure if it's changed track for track. I have no clue. Mr. Hopkirk saying no. Well, I'm pretty sure they have a custom bop, as far as I'm aware. Who knows? Let's find out. I'll find out that information for you. I'll get back to you once I've asked that question. I thought we did, as Rose looking like he wants to get past. Almost getting the move done there, but not quite. There's an opportunity, but unfortunately wasn't able to get past Bykov, as Ryan wants to make moves there. All right, let's double check that answer about the custom bop. No, there you go. No custom bop. Lewis Selch, thank you, they don't. I know for different races that AOR run, like the endurance, the one-off endurance races, they do have a custom bop. But yeah, there you go. Hey, thank you, Alan. 136 watching and only 36 likes. I mean, you feel free to like as much as you like, boys. It's all good. JR Sim Racing saying, love seeing Black Gold Saw in the 720. Yeah, I for one did. Yeah. Yeah. Usually do for the endurance racing. Welcome, Dan. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in. Shame it's the last time as well. Stop being so negative. You're going to be back next week, and if you don't, I will be very disappointed, and so will half of the people watching Black Gold Saw. You'll be surprised how many people tune in to watch to see what you can do. I would be very disappointed if you didn't come back. And especially you'll be leaving Luke Whitehead all on his own without a rear gunner. Or you'll leave him without a teammate and him to be rear gunner for. As he's doing very well, actually. He's in 15th. And he's behind Smolyar, but he's being pressured at the moment by Bykov, as you can see. There's Darren King looking for the inside on Ryan. Not managing to do it. Ryan still looking like he wants to get past, but not being able to do it. Right, let's see what's happening with Luke, because Luke looked like he fell back a little bit from Latz and Smolyar. I can't quite spot any damage on that McLaren. It looks good, but yeah, unlike him to fall back so. Hopefully we get a chat with him afterwards to see what happened this race, but McLaren's not faring, or at least that McLaren, not faring that well today. Maybe not quite getting the setup right, or just a mixture of things, but unfortunately down in 15th place. Not a good showing for Luke after a very positive start to AOR last season, managing, I think, 3rd actually in the championship. Did very, very well for his first time out with AOR in Tier 1, but lovely, lovely paint scheme on that for the PPR Esports team. Looks really, really good. Professional stuff, as always, from these two chaps. One of them joins us in the chat, doesn't he? Luke has Cody and Niels. Oh, okay. I didn't think they were also, because they're running a different paint scheme. Yeah, just different paint on the Porsche. Is that all? Oh yeah, yeah, still PPR. You're right. As Cody's getting very aggressive on the back of Canabeach too. This is the next race. It's just up the road actually. Look at what's going on here with Cody Pride, Canabeach, and Porsche Niels. Oh, okay, so Whitehead has issues with engine mapping switching automatically. Okay, there you go. JR Sim Racing saying, we're only here for you, Gold. See? Stop being a downy goose. You'll be back next week. Malinowski then still trailing Michael. Masood behind, but catching by the looks of things. Boothby in 4th. Schintz 5th. Weidlich still 6th. Vandervelde 7th. Goltz, McCormack, Sherapin still in the same order. Porsche Niels then holding off Canabeach, and Cody looking for gaps wherever he can. Smolyar behind then. Luke Whitehead still holding off Bykov, McIntosh and King. Oh, Rose is in the pit with a drive-through. We've got penalties coming in now. So that Rose would be because of a forced drive-through. That would be because of warnings. But Darren King, 15-second, and Bykov, 20 seconds. Right, I'm going to leave you just very briefly on the screen because I want to find out what those penalties were for, so we can give you the information of what's going on with these guys, because there is a race control here. Right, new penalties. Let's have a look. So contact between 10:42, turn 1, lap 1, sorry, turn 15, no further action. No further action for some more. Okay, this is where it was. 15 seconds time penalty for 619 for causing a moderate avoidable collision. And that's involving oh, you're back. 619 and 294. Couldn't hear you for a little while. I wondered if you had some internet problems. Are you here? You with us?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so contact between cars involving 840 and 13. 10-second time penalty for 13 for causing a collision. 0 license points. So 619 got himself 2 license points. Who's 619?
That would be... Oh, that's fairly low down.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's still in the race.
It's Van Middle.
Oh, okay. It's Pim, is it?
Yeah.
Getting license points in the first race. Definitely not the one. Right. Cody then, putting pressure on the back of Canabeach here. That little battle going on with Bykov, McIntosh and King is still kind of ongoing. These PPR Esports boys, I don't know why Porsche Niels doesn't hold off Canabeach here and put him into almost the clutches of Cody. Do you think maybe last lap ditch he does that to try and get the position for his teammate? Or if you were in that situation, would you do that, or would you just carry on in your own merry way?
I certainly wouldn't, but obviously I'm not every other driver. If he gets close enough, why not go for it?
I know, but if you were Porsche Niels in this situation, currently leading Canna Beach, and your teammate is just behind Canna Beach, would you hold him up if you could?
Oh, no, I said at the start that I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, no. But every driver is different, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, P2 and P3 getting close together, I know. Been keeping an eye on that. Masood getting very close to Malinowski at this stage. Yet you're right. Maybe Malinowski also suffering this time round, because it's very unlike Malinowski to be under pressure from these certain drivers. Masood, obviously, very fast guy. We saw a lot of him in Season 6. Tilted off a little bit in Season 7, but obviously back on pace now in Season 8 and putting pressure on the Tortellini boy himself. So this is for second place and for a good old smattering of points at this stage. 100 points for the win. You're down into like the 90s and the 80s for second and third, but still a good haul. So it's very important to get these positions, you know, sooner rather than later. So Masood then looking for a position on Malinowski. And we've got a minute 24 to go. There's enough to get round, so this lap and one more, Saf, and we're all done.
It's coming in fine.
It is, P2 battle. Sorry, Kevin, we're on it, don't you worry. We're just getting rid of some of these. I'm very sorry for all of these. They are removed. That person has been hidden now. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's some more.
Where are the hot girls? I asked for a friend. No, Kevin. Back to horny jail. Right, Masood. Masood is actually catching. Malinowski's got a drive through. Oh my goodness. Okay, well there you go. That's sorted that out already. Malinowski's going to have to come in, or he's going to get a penalty. He's going to have to come in now. No, he's going to get a 30-second. He's going to get 30 seconds added to his race time.
Oh god, how far back is that?
That's going to be really far back. That's going to be outside the top 10. Malinowski should have pulled in. Maybe he didn't notice it himself. Big ouch. Damn it, Kevin. The hot girls confused us and they made us miss that. Unfortunately, we didn't see what caused that. It must have been like a corner issue, you know, hitting too many warnings and causing absolute chaos. Right, well, let's not get caught out again. Let's see what's happening with these little battles that have been so you know, hot throughout this whole race. This is one of them for 10th, 11th, oh, sorry, 11th, 12th and 13th. We've got Porsche, Niels now, Canna Beach and Cody very, very close together. Darren King also got that penalty, so he'll be slipping back slightly, but he's all over the back of Luke Whitehead. Look at that. Really, really close together. So this will be very interesting to see what happens there. Whereabouts did McIntosh? What happened to McIntosh? So looks like Darren King has got past both Bykov and McIntosh in that. McIntosh not doing very well out of that little issue then, and we're going to have to stay on board with this man, Michael Tosho, as he comes through the last end, or at least the end, towards the end of this lap, because we're going to see some, well, absolute scenes at the moment, because this young man has schooled the whole school of old as we run round with him through Cheetah and Ingui as he comes across the line. Well, 16 years old and absolutely smashing the competition today, and he's got his first win for AOR Tier 1. Michael Tauscher crossing the line, maximum points for him. And then if we go back, oh, Malinowski's off the track as he comes across the line, and he has secured himself second place, but he's going to get a penalty. 30 seconds will be added onto his race time. So second place will go to Masood, third for Boothby, fourth for Shin, fifth for Weidelich, and then we've got Van der Velde will get sixth, Goltz will get, oh, that's how much it means for Malinowski. In the barrier he goes, and back to the pack for him. Let's just jump on board with some of these boys who have been fighting this whole time. Where is oh my god, we've missed, looks like, no, he is a little bit further ahead. He's come across the line. It was just caught out, I think, by the laps there, but Porsche Niels coming across the line in 11th, Smolyar 12th, Canna Beach in 13th, Cody in 14th, Luke Whitehead 15th, Darren King 16th, Bykov and McIntosh there 18th, and well, okay, well that was a race at the end there. Foch coming across the 19th, Absmir 20th, Lats Nola and Rose coming across the line in 21st, 22nd and 23rd. Great stuff from then. Vasily Anarev coming across in a like and subscribe. And then some of these guys not getting across the line on the same lap. We've got Taragrosa still coming round. And Kevin Niles, I think, is probably going to be the last man across the line, isn't he?
Maybe as well. Oh, did Wenham have another incident?
Possibly.
Their front end is all whacked up again.
Yeah, I think he repaired, but obviously not...
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He must have gotten another incident.
Yeah, I think so. He's coming across the line now there, Trevor, in 32nd. Theo Overhouse. Also, Remy Papin done for the day. Some funny stuff going off in the chat. Track limits before the hairpin, I think. Yep. DT 22nd, no, it's 30 seconds, boys. Good to know for the spot race. Losing some extra positions. Sad times for the Pasta Bowl, indeed. Michael, absolutely stunning win from him. Really, really good to see. And yeah, Malinowski making a mistake. Wow, not sure I've seen that. A little note from Race Control. Starting next week, all races will include a long formation lap. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I think we had the wrong format in the server before the race started. Well, that's very interesting to see Malinowski right down with that penalty, and never normally see him make mistakes like that. 11th place is where that put him after that. Well, there we go. Tier 1 always throwing up surprises, and it has done again. Malinowski then was racing so well, but he's out of the top 10 for this one, at least for now. Well, let's see if we can have a chat with some of these boys. Let's see if we can get some of them in for a little discussion before we let everyone go and get on with their evening.
There isn't anyone waiting.
There isn't. No. Well, we'll give it a couple of minutes. Anyone wants to come in for a chat who took part in that race, do feel free. I should really put that in the race control, shouldn't I? Give them a couple of seconds. Not easy for Tortellini to lose in the same car, but he'll be back. Yes, definitely. Great close racing throughout the field. Great commentary as well. Well done. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And Saf will be back next week. Feel free to jump in. 7:30, normal time, normal place. There is Tier 2 tomorrow with some new commentators. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes for everyone, but those boys will be looking to impress, so yeah, very interesting. That should be good. Okay, we have got one guy here. UK OG Monkey wants to come in for a chat. It's Booth B. Interesting. Okay, let's get Booth B in. Welcome, George.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Well done, mate. Well done. You're promoted to 3rd, I must say, and you are the only McLaren up there. We did keep an eye on your incredibly pink car, but congratulations on the podium, buddy. How did your race kind of turn out?
Well, qualifying was where a lot of it mattered. I knew I had the pace to be near the front for qualifying, but I didn't expect to be like the quickest car apart from the Porsches. So. And that was on my last lap as well, so I was so lucky. Really pushed it. And then in the race, there was like a little bit of jostling on the first corner. I think someone dive-bombed and went wide, and they rejoined, and I got a bit of a tap, but I managed to gain a position, and then I just wanted to like be in the mix. And I didn't have the raw pace, but consistency was there, and I managed to hold on to 4th on pace, surprisingly, against all these mad Porsches. But and then Mache getting a drive-through. That was just like,
I know, right?
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. So I never expected to get P3 in a McLaren with this grid. This is the most insane grid I've ever seen in like any league, bar like SRO or something. This is just mental.
Yeah, this is where the big boys come to play.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you did yourself proud though, coming across the line in 3rd. Obviously, you know that position somewhat given to you because of the issue with Malinowski. with his drive-through, which is, well, is almost unheard of. So yeah, we'll probably get a word on how that kind of came. I think it was possibly through the crocodile section, not too sure, but I think it was through a chicane somewhere, and right at the very end. And yeah, absolute scenes that he didn't come in, because that's 30 seconds. He could have saved himself some time if he just came through, but
yeah, a drive-through is only 19, so he could have saved a little bit there.
Could have saved a little bit. I think it came all too late for him though, so he just had to kind of sit with it. I don't think he noticed it, but hey, you know, that mistakes happen. But can't take away from what looked like a standout performance from you. So honestly, George, well done, and you know, welcome to Tier 1. Is it your first time with AOR? Because I've not seen your name around in Tier 2 either, but do correct me if I'm wrong.
It's my first time here. I wanted to join last season, but when I was like made aware of it, it was literally like the day after, like, you know, sign-ups and stuff. So I was like, so I had to sit that one out. But yeah, I was so hyped to do this season, because, like I say, I know how good the drivers are in this league. In my opinion, like I say, it's the quickest league out there. So I wanted to get in the mix and, you know, really challenge myself. Yeah, I'm really happy with this performance. I hope I can continue it in the next round.
Yeah, well, you know, it seems that the boys that finish in 3rd place at the very beginning of the season seem to do very well. Look at Luke Whitehead last season, fresh out of the box with AOR, and I think he ended up 3rd at the end. So, you know, it's looking positive, mate. So keep up those good performances, and you really kicked it with the Porsches. So you, like I say, you were the top McLaren, and that's saying something. Some very speedy boys behind you. So I look forward to see your performances in the coming weeks.
Nice one. Thank you very much, pal.
No problem at all. Thanks for jumping in for a chat. Always a pleasure.
All right, take care.
No problem. Bye-bye. There we go. It was George Boothby coming in, having a little chat with us. It was really good to hear his perspective on how his race went. But yeah, really impressed by his performance. 3rd place at the end of that in the number 41 McLaren. Really, really strong performance from him. I think that's probably going to be it from conversations today. I don't think we're going to get any more from any of these boys. I think that's probably... I don't think there's anyone else waiting in interview. No, I think we're done. Okay, obviously if anyone wanted to give us an interview, you should have got in here first. You know the score. Anyway, we'll end it there. Like I said, tomorrow on AOR we've got Tier 2, which is going to be great stuff. Me and Saf not doing Tier 2 this season, sorry. It's going to a new group of guys. We can never pronounce their names because they're long and torturous. Architutius and Timosaurus will be joining you tomorrow for Tier 2, and it'll be their first time out on AOR. So guys, make them feel happy and make them feel positive about their job, because I'm sure they'll do an absolutely perfect one. So that's it for me and Saf. Anything to end on, mate?
Nope, just look forward to next.
Yeah, same. I'm excited. Thanks everyone for jumping in the chat and keeping us sane throughout this last hour. For me and Saf at least. We'll see you next week, boys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.